So I just passed my 50K evaluation trading account with Fundednext. Now, was it worth it? Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Blissbilliondollar and I'm going to share with you my journey and my experience trading with Fundednext on a 50K evaluation challenge. So ladies and gentlemen, last time I posted a video of me passing my phase 1 50K trading challenge. In this video, I'm going to show you, or rather tell you, the advantages as well as the disadvantages of trading with Fundednext. And then from there, you'll be able to tell. I'll also share my own experience. Now, this is not based off other people's experiences. It's based off first-hand information because I was the one trading it. So without wasting much of the time, let's get started. So ladies and gentlemen, Fundednext program offers different types of challenges. Now, for the sake of this review, I'll keep talking about the Stellar Challenge, which I was able to purchase, which was a 50K account. Ladies and gentlemen, so previously I was able to show you that I took a 50K challenge and I was only able to pass it in one day. So meaning I was able to make 10% in one day trading GBP USD, as you can see. And then I passed with only 2 trades, and I had to take minimal trades with the smallest lot size, the days that came, because you have a minimum of 5 days for you to move to another phase. So you can be done in one day, but you don't get the phase 2 login details just there, and then you need to trade for 5 days. So I was able to open open and close trades for the other 4 days, right? So now the daily drawdown for this particular challenge was 5%, and of course the overall drawdown was 10%. Meaning I was not supposed to lose 5% in a day and not lose 10% overall, right? That is quite reasonable compared to what other programs offer. And actually, this is one of the reasons why I chose Fundednext for this particular challenge, right? Now, it wasn't easy despite me passing in one day, and I can guarantee you it's not something that happens every time. So if at all you are trading a particular challenge and you didn't pass in a day, don't put too much pressure on yourself, right? This is just something that doesn't happen every day. And to be honest with you, I didn't know I was going to pass in a day, right? Yeah, you can pass like sometimes it takes a month, sometimes a few weeks, sometimes a few days. Of course, it depends on how the market is. I was lucky to find the market was in good condition at that particular time, right? So ladies and gentlemen, let's now talk about why I actually chose to use Fundednext in the first place. So one, it was because of the payouts that they do in like 24 hours. So Fundednext pays out its traders within 24 hours. Matter of fact, if they don't pay you in 24 hours, they'll have to compensate you with a $1,000 amount sent to your account. You can actually see this information on their website. That's one of the reasons. Secondly, their accounts are relatively affordable, right? And they offer different challenges from the Stellarite, Express, and all these other evaluation challenges that they offer. The other thing is that the daily drawdown is 5%, which is something that I love, and then the max drawdown is like 10%. That is one of the reasons. And besides that, I was able to take part in one of their trading challenges that they hold every month. So before you can actually commit your money to using Fundednext, you can actually have an opportunity to win a prize once you take part in that trading challenge. It occurs every month, and of course different traders from different parts of the world take part, and of course they award a lot of traders with different awards. So I took part in one of the challenges. I was able to understand how they operate, how the markets are, and all that. So I had all that experience with them. So overall, Fundednext has been in existence for about 3 years, which is really ideal. And of course, they've been able to show that they are consistent in what they're doing. And of course, I don't think I've seen anybody complain of their payouts being denied by Fundednext. If you've seen anybody, please be sure to let me know in the comment section. So ladies and gentlemen, now talking about my experience with Fundednext, I can guarantee you my experience with them was very awesome. If there was any problem, I would have mentioned. However, I was able to notice that Fundednext does charge commissions, and how they charge their commission is a bit different from how other platforms that I've experienced in the past charge their commissions. Right now, it's not a bad thing, but I just want you to know, because it's something that I was like, oh, at first I didn't know what was happening. So instead of having to deduct the commission from the profits or the losses that you've made from the actual trade, should I say, they deduct the commissions from your actual balance. So if you have, let's say, 50k and you take a trade, the moment you take a trade, so you will see your balance there will reduce. So they already deduct your commission from the balance, which is something that surprised me. But of course, this is something that other platforms offer as well. But of course, I was just used with what other platforms were offering. They would deduct from my profits or my losses after I close the trade. That's when they deduct all that. But at the end of the day, when you think of it, it's all the same. It's one and the same, right? Yeah. So secondly, their spreads were really awesome, and that is something that saved me. Remember the trade that I took, the stop loss was relatively like close to where I entered from. If the spreads were massive, ladies and gentlemen, it would have meant I needed to take more risk. But one of the things that I noticed was that the spreads are relatively low, and of course they were able to offer me a 1 to 100 leverage. Right, that is something massive. So trading with Fundednext, I was able to utilize MT5, but of course they have other platforms like Trader and all these other platforms. But for me, I'm more conversant with MT5, which came in handy, right? You don't really need to struggle a lot when you're using MT5. I'm sure most of the traders use MT5, so that is one of the reasons. So if you are a trader, regardless of what you like to use as a platform, be it MT5, MT4, Trader, and these other trading platforms, it's something that will suit you as a trader. Right, so ladies and gentlemen, Fundednext also allows you to trade through news, right? So I've seen this trend in like on many platforms where they do not allow you to trade via news. We know what can happen trading via news, mainly because they want you to be a more conservative trader, putting risk into consideration. But what I liked with Fundednext was that they give you different account types for you to choose from, and I was able to choose an account that allows you to trade through news, because I do trade news sometimes, or sometimes I do not just know when news is going to happen. Sometimes there are days where I'm like so busy and you don't check what time news will actually occur. So that is something that I really appreciated trading with Fundednext. So now, ladies and gentlemen, when it comes to the disadvantages of trading with Fundednext, what I was able to see, ladies and gentlemen, was that I think they just have too many options for challenges. I do understand that different traders require trade differently, and I think that is the reason why they put different challenges. But of course, for me, I just saw them like there are too many, and I think the Stellar Night would be okay. And of course, instant funding, I mean, if that was available, that would be great. But besides that, ladies and gentlemen, I think their customer service is great. And then that is the only issue that I found with them. So, ladies and gentlemen, get it from me. I've been able to trade with Fundednext. I haven't had any issue with them. When you buy your account, you get it instantly, right? In like less than a minute, you get it, and you are able to start to to trade just from there, which is something amazing. And of course, maybe the other thing is that the minimum trading days, 5 days. I feel like 5 days is like a long period, but of course I understand from a business perspective. But other than that, ladies and gentlemen, my experience with them was amazing, and I would highly recommend that. Of course, you can use Fundednext. Now ensure to use the code BLISS so that you can get a 110% of your evaluation fee. Remember, Fundednext will pay you back the money that you used to get that evaluation challenge. So if you pay like $299 on your first payout, they'll give you back the $299, and they'll also give you back 15% of the money that you made through your evaluation challenges. And then remember, if you use the code BLISS, instead of giving you 299, they'll give you 110%. So meaning they'll give you 299 plus, right? So that is what you can do. And always remember, if you want to use Fundednext as your profile, maybe you want to take part in the monthly competition that is there, or they also offer a free trial. So if you want to take part in the free trial, you just want to try it out without maybe any commitments, ensure that the link in this you use the link in the description of this video. And of course, don't forget to use the code BLISS so that you get 100% of your challenge fees once you get your first payout. Other than that, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much, and I'll see you on the next video where I will be trading the phase 2 of this challenge. Remember, we still have a long way to go. We have to get to 1 million USD in crop funding. It's not going to be easy, but ladies and gentlemen, we ensure that we go for it, right? What's life without risks, right? So that's that, ladies and gentlemen. Now ensure that you subscribe to the channel in case you haven't subscribed, because chances are high that if you're seeing me for the first time, you won't see me again, or maybe, yeah. But just to avoid all that, ensure that you subscribe, ensure that you turn on the bell icon so that you are up to date with this challenge. And of course, see me post the wins, the losses, my thoughts about the market, and of course, let's just interact. Otherwise, look out for a giveaway that I'll be doing, and I'll announce whatever that we're going to be doing, and I'll see you on the other side.